What's up, y'all? We are back for another NASCAR weekend, another paint scheme and race weekend preview to get you ready for the weekend here at the Richmond Raceway. That's right, we are in Richmond, Virginia for this weekend. Two series in action, the NASCAR Cup Series and the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series are in action here. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is off for 2 weeks, and they will return in Daytona here in a couple weeks. So let's get into the races. Let's learn about them here at the Richmond Raceway right now. On Friday evening, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series will run the Black Tires 250 here at the Richmond Raceway. That's 110 laps, 250 miles. Now, some of the notables in this race: Destiny Spurlock will be in that number 2 truck. Corey Heim, the defending race winner, he'll be in that number 5 Tricon Garage. SVG will be running in that number 7 Spire truck. Was really for Kyle to run, but SVG will be in that there. And then we got Elliott Sadler. He will be in that number 25 Ram truck for Colleague, and it's going to be interesting to see him back in action. And then, of course, the favorite, as I said, Corey Heim. But Ty Majeski dominates this track with an average finish of second place across 4 starts, including 143 laps in last year's race. So great to see Elliott Sadler back in 15 years. He has not raced, so good to see Elliott Sadler back in there. And then 16-year-old Tristan McKee is making his highly anticipated Truck Series debut, so we'll see how he does. And then, of course, we're going to have 3 stages, 70 laps, and 110 laps on the very last stage. So 110 laps will be the finish with 250 miles here for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series here on Friday night under the lights at the Richmond Raceway. Saturday night under the lights, the NASCAR Cup Series will be back in action, and they're going to be at the Cookout 400. That is going to be 400 laps totaling 300 miles under the lights here at Richmond Raceway on this 0.75 mile D-shaped asphalt oval located in Henrico County, Virginia. And some of the there's going to be one open car. Josh Bilicki is going to be in that 66. And here's some of the, now, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell coming into this race, the race favorites. But you also got to look at Austin Dillon. He becomes to be the first driver to repeat 3 times in a row since 2019. Austin Dillon trying to win another one here. So we'll see how RCR does. Ryan Blaney already locked into the chase. He's going to be a favorite to win. Joey Logano consistently a front runner here at Richmond. And then, of course, like I said, Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin back-to-back runner-up finishes coming into the weekend. Christopher Bell, try not to be a bridesmaid this week, trying to be a bride, and he might be on my favorite to pick list, but we'll see how it goes. So looking forward to this race. Should be an interesting one here on Saturday night under the lights for the NASCAR Cup Series. All right, so you know about the races. Now you need to know about the paint schemes. So here's the paint schemes for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and the NASCAR Cup Series. When I come back, I'll give you my favorite paint schemes of the week. We'll do some point standings going into this week and early betting odds, some NASCAR news, and my picks to win for the week. So here are the paint schemes, and let's go. paint schemes like we do every Friday here on our channel. Every Friday, we release a paint scheme and race weekend preview to get you ready for the weekends with us. So make sure you have your notification bells on so you know when we drop a vlog or go live. And if you would like early access to those vlogs, a pro and MVP member will have early access to those vlogs. So become a member today. Also, make sure you become a member very soon, as the prices will be going up for memberships and you can be locked in with that price from here on out. But as soon as they change, it will not. So make sure you become a member today. We have lots of fun here on our channel. All right, so here is my favorite paint schemes for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Not too many of them, but this one right here, Lane Riggs will drive that number 34 Love's Travel Stop Ford. Paying attention to this one, this will be part of our giveaway from our 57,000 subscriber giveaway that'll be happening tonight at the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race on our channel. So make sure you are around in the third stage. We'll be giving away the Lane Riggs truck just like this one. Now, Tanner Gray will drive that number 15 Black's Tires Down East Heating and Cooling Toyota. Dark Horse race sponsor. Yes, sir. And then Elliott Sadler will drive that number 25 Ram. Back in the actions for 15 years. He hasn't been out there, so we'll see how he can do. Butterbean Queen and another Ram will drive that number 12 Cummins Ram. I love that red. And Destiny Spurlock will drive the number 2 Fox Techus Ford. Good to see her here in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. All right, now here is my picks for the NASCAR Cup Series. Not many of them all are kind of blah this week, but we'll go with SVG. I haven't seen this one yet. The number 97 Mitty Chevrolet. He's looking to have a good run. He is running out of options. He is in the chase right now, but it's very close. Here's Ty Gibbs coming off his victory last week, and he will drive that number 54 Victory Junction Cookout Toyota race sponsor. Oh, could he win back-to-back here? Short track racing. We'll see how that goes. And then Ross Chastain will drive that number 1 Jockey 150th Anniversary Chevrolet. So there are my favorite paint schemes of the week. Some NASCAR news for you for this week. Didn't really get to go into depth last week as we were on vacation, but for this Saturday race this weekend, Goodyear is set to bring a familiar short track tire setup for NASCAR Cup Series race at Richmond. The Cup Series will utilize the same left and right side tire used at Martinsville and also at North Wilkesboro. So we'll see if that tire wear is a lot, especially on the long runs. So we'll see how that goes this weekend. Now, a couple news with the chase, some racetracks in on the chase, some are out of the chase. Richmond rolls into the chase as a Cup and O'Reilly Series postseason opener, as Richmond is aware this weekend outside of the chase, but they will be the opening race for the O'Reilly Series as they return to the Richmond Raceway in a long time. So Richmond rolls into the chase, and they will also have the openers for the chase as well. Worldwide Technology Raceway shifts to mid-August date instead of being in the postseason. So Worldwide Technology is out of the chase. The Monster Mile is going back to being a points race, so no more all-star race, but that is the return to North Wilkesboro for the all-star race after being at Dover last year, so one and done there. And then Darlington's going to have double dates for Darlington, including a 2027 regular season finale for the Cup Series and the O'Reilly Series. So that should be interesting. And then Las Vegas will have 2 races, one early test and then also a chase date in 2027. Iowa will be moved to July 4th now, so no Chicagoland. It'll be Iowa for the Iowa Raceway for July 4th weekend. New Hampshire returns to the chase in the rotation next season, so New Hampshire Speedway will be back into the chase. And traditional dog days for the Bristol Motor Speedway, as normally we go to that race in the chase, but is now no longer in the chase, so it'll be in the August dates. So that kind of helps me a little bit on our scheduling. And also IndyCar and NASCAR Cup Series will be sharing the track in Phoenix in early of 2027. And of course, all 3 series will be in the chase for 2027 later in the season. And then 2 Lone Star trips, Coda and Texas Motor Speedway, return in the 2027 as well for their schedules. And Echo Park Speedway back as well. And then also the Clash is returning to the Daytona Speed Weeks with a new title sponsor. So should be interesting. And then also Ty Gibbs and Joe Gibbs Racing have announced their paint scheme for the Bristol Motor Speedway. I can't wait to see this in person. I will be there for this. The M&M's car is back for the NASCAR Cup Series. He'll be running that 54 M&M's car in honor of Rowdy Busch, as Rowdy was definitely a dominance at Bristol Motor Speedway. So that car looks amazing. So, all right, so there is your NASCAR news. Now let's get into some point standings. All right, some point standings here for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series coming into Richmond after Indianapolis. Lane Riggs on top of the point standings. Of course, Caden Honeycutt there in second. Third is Chandler Smith, Christian Eckes, and Little Gio all in the chase now. So that is a good thing. Then we look at Majeski, Ben Rhodes, Grant Infinger, down up 1 spot, 2 spots, 1 spot down, Daniel Hemrick and Stuart Friesen now in the top 10. As you see, Tyler Ankrum, Jake Garcia, and Andres Perez up 2 spots looking to get into the chase. We'll see how that goes. Those spots are very close with 10, 11, 12, and 13. So there is your chase point standings for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Here is your NASCAR Cup Series point standings going into Richmond after Iowa last week. Denny Hamlin still on the pole. Ty Gibbs now up two spots to position number 2. Ryan Blaney 3, and Tyler Reddick dropped 2 with that DNF last week at Iowa. That really hurt him, but he is still locked into the chase. Then you got Chase Briscoe up 2. Christopher Bell up 4. He's had a great finish in the last couple races, so that's really helped him. Chase Elliott's dropped 1. Carson Hocevar's dropped 3 spots. Really falling apart here at the end here. Let's see. You got Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson down 2 spots. William Byron up 1. Daniel Suarez down 1. Everybody else pretty much the same. SVG still in 15th. 16th is Austin Cindric. Ryan Preece right there outside looking in. Ross Chastain up 3 spots. He is trying to get in that chase. Would that be something he could win here at Richmond to get in the chase? Then you got Brad Keselowski. Eric Jones with that big DNF as well with Tyler Reddick last week. He has dropped 2 spots. And then Michael McDowell also. So there is your chase standings for the NASCAR Cup Series going into Richmond. We'll see what it looks like after next week. Now it's time for my picks. My picks this weekend. We're going to start with the early betting odds for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for the Black's Tire 250. And Corey Heim, of course, plus 275. Lane Riggs, plus 333. Plus 600 for Ty Majeski. Chandler Smith at plus 600. Christopher Bell at plus 750 in that 62 truck. Caden Honeycutt at plus 900. Christian Eckes at plus 1,300. SVG at plus 1,600. So definitely there. Also some other long shots here. Tristan McKee plus 3,500. Hemrick plus 6,000. Elliott Sadler plus 32,500 to win. And then Tanner Gray in that Black's Tire sponsored truck plus 10,000 to win. So it should be interesting to see some of these. Grant Infinger is a plus 2,500. So, all right. So here is my picks to win for tonight's race for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Kind of hard not to give Corey Heim anytime he's on the track. He's destined to win. It's going to be in that Tricon Garage truck. You know what? Let's give it to him. Let's give me Corey Heim. That's kind of hard. It's kind of an easy pick. And my dark horse, what the heck? Let's go with SVG at plus 1,600 in honor of Rowdy and that Spire Motorsports truck. Let's see if SVG can win this thing. He's got plus 1,600. He's my dark horse. And my long shot is going to be Tanner Gray in that Black's Tire sponsored truck for this weekend's Black's Tire 250 here at Richmond. All right, now my picks for the NASCAR Cup Series Cookout 400. Some early betting odds first for you. Denny Hamlin at plus 460. Christopher Bell at plus 500. Joey Logano at plus 750, Ryan Blaney at plus 800, Ty Gibbs at plus 1,000, Kyle Larson at plus 1,000, Chase Briscoe plus 1,400, Bubba Wallace plus 1,400, and Austin Dillon plus 1,500. So let's see here. My pick, you know what? I'm going to go Christopher Bell again. He's so close to winning 2 second place finishes. It's Toyota. Give me Christopher Bell for the win. And my dark horse, I don't think Ty Gibbs can win back-to-back races, but I like Chase Briscoe at plus 1,400. Give me Chase Briscoe at plus 1,400. So Christopher Bell and Chase Briscoe for the win. All right, guys, you now know about the races, you know about the paint schemes, you know about the point standings, you know a little bit about some NASCAR news going on, you know about the early betting odds, and you know about my picks. So now all you need to know is when we're streaming. We're streaming today, possibly the NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying. I'm going to try to get it in for you guys. And then the Craftsman Truck Series race tonight under the lights at Richmond. We'll see you then for that. And then on Saturday night, it is under the lights, the Cookout 400 flag-to-flag coverage for you guys. Saturday night racing. It's just short track racing at Richmond. We'll see if Austin Dillon can win 3 in a row. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you bop the like, subscribe, comment, type the video, everything. You know what to do. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you being here all the time. We thank you. We'll see you in the streams. It's Richmond, baby. We're getting so close to the season finale at Daytona. Let's go.